Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to HBR Auto. My name is Kendall, for those that don't know me. We're starting this video off in the 2014 Nissan R35 GTR. This is the last generation of the iconic GTR lineup. Now, this one is a little bit older. They do have the T-Spec that is out. That is probably the latest, and I believe that was the last one that came out of the R35 series. Now, there are hopes, of course, for the R36, which I do hope they come out with to keep the heritage going. But anyways, let's focus on the R35 here today. Starting out with this drive, right off the bat, I can tell you the seats are really squishy. I've got really good visibility in this, except for the blind spots, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of struggling with those. You can see there's two seats behind me, but it's kind of like the California where you have two seats and you can potentially put a passenger back there, but there's not a lot of room to work with, if I'm being completely honest here. Driving around though, pretty comfortable. You've got a powerful 3.8 liter V6 engine that's producing around 545 to the wheels. It is an all-wheel drive system, so that's really cool. You see a lot of these cars end up on the drag strip because of their power potential and because of that all-wheel drive system. It's just a really good, say, track car in general. I've seen these on an actual road course track, and they did all right, but I feel like in a straightaway, that's where this car, that's kind of cool. I saw a Mark IV Super, right? Anyways, like I said, you're going to see a lot of these end up on the drag strip because of that power potential. Now with 545 and then adding a bunch of bolt-ons to it, you'll hit a certain limit until you have to really start investing into the transmission of these cars to really make more and more power and have it be sustained throughout the entire system. So that's one of the downsides of it, is that you can only do so much before you reach a limit. You have to start investing tens of thousands of dollars into the transmission and the engine so it can all be supported and really make continuous fast run. Now this car does come in a 6-speed automatic transmission, which is not too bad, but I want to try and give it a little bit of juice. See? Oh, all right, dope. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's the blow-off valve. So I forgot to mention, I totally forgot that this car was twin turbo. Overall, really nice drive. I think it's pretty comfortable for my first time driving an R35. I like it. I can see some pretty good potential in this. The only thing though is I've never really liked the exterior body style, and to me also this interior just seems a little bit dated. So starting off with the interior, you got a full black on black interior here. If you know an iconic GTR interior, kind of all looks the same throughout the entire R35 generations, in my opinion. I don't think much has changed. Now there are definitely changes between like the premium and specialty R35 GTRs, but this one, for just being a base one, looks pretty basic. I do really like the double stitching on here, if you can see that right there. It's just really clean. It's pretty simple. You got a classic gauge display right there. Really nice and comfortable steering wheel, in my opinion. Now moving on to the seats, you can see these are really squishy. They're really kind of thick, in my opinion. You do have leather, and then you've got a nice like cloth insert right here, which actually feels really nice on my back. In the back here, again, you've got your Bose sound system, but you also have those two seats like I mentioned earlier. Not too much room to move around. You will notice how slim this roofline is. Now, it is pretty slim, it's pretty tiny, but honestly, I actually have a lot of good room in here. I've got a lot of room to move around and be really comfortable in this, so I'm pretty happy about this interior, in my opinion. So this is the exterior of the R35 GTR. Again, this is a 2014 model, full black exterior. You've got hints of silver, you got silver headlights, but you do have nice black Brixton forged wheels. These are really nice wheels. I like them a lot, and I do know that these are brand new Bridgestone tires on here, so you've got a lot of good grip left in these. I will say I do like the rear end of the R35. I think that's probably my favorite outside feature of it. You do have the dual quad tipped exhaust on there, which again, this V6 sounds really good, in my opinion. Something that I've always liked. Now, trunk space isn't super impressive, but it is pretty deep, in my opinion. Now, could you fit some golf clubs in here? Maybe. You might be able to. Now, popping open the hood, you can see the iconic V6 motor from Nissan themselves. And I love how on the GTRs they have that hand-built signature on there, so you know exactly who built this engine. And I think that's just a really nice personal touch for the owners of these cars. As you can see, there are, as that blow-off valve that I was mentioning earlier, there's one right there, one right there. Now, it does sound really good. Obviously, you can add, cold air intakes. You can add a lot more. You can tune this for E85 and just get a lot more power, and there's just a lot of modability within the GTR platform. Overall, though, I kind of like the R35 GTR. I don't like the look so much. The interior, the drive is pretty okay. I really just like it because you can get so much power out of it, and you can do a lot to these cars. There's so many different mods you can do. There's so many different ways you can, make this like a street car. You can make it a show car. You can make it a track car. You can make it whatever you want it to be. I really appreciate the diversity of builds that I see on the internet about these R35s. Now, if you are interested in this one, it's under 30,000 miles. It's 2014, black on black. You do have the blow-off valve mod. You do have the bricks and forged wheels on here. If you're looking for a really good deal, check out the link in the description. I've left it down there so you can check out more photos. You can check out the photos. You can get in contact with our team about picking up this GTR. Let me know what you think of the R35 in the comments below. I'm really curious. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.